Okay, we're back.
Well, we were about to start talking about the Avengers. We went and seen it, and well, I give it about, what would you give it? I give it about 4.
4 star. I give it 3 because I mean, when you're a comic book fan, you seem to
Know what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I mean this movie. Don't get me wrong. I didn't. I seen what was going to happen at the. Pretty much. Of course, I had like 90 people come and ruin it for me first, so I kind of went in knowing. But anyway, what did you think?
Well, I thought it was pretty great. We also got that answer to that question. Remember, what was it? That Thor versus Iron Man?
Yeah, I think Thor beat him.
Yeah, well, we always know. The answer is Captain America always is the truce.
Yep, Captain America's the leader. That's why Captain America brought them together. And I enjoyed the banner between Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and the Black Widow. I thought the movie was pretty good. I mean, you gave it 4 stars out of 5. I give it 3. And the only reason I'd give it 3 stars is because of, to me, it looked like Joss Whedon just, I don't know, dusted off an old Star Trek fan script and said, dang, let's throw in the Borg, and, here it is in a nutshell. Like I said, I liked the special effects were good. The banner between the characters was really good. The characterization was good. The story, is okay, But here, let me boil it down and give it to you in an equation. It's like the old Justice League comics of the 70s. In any Justice League you read, there was a outer space cosmic menace that nobody could beat on their own. So they called him the Justice League. So you had, Cosmic Menace plus the Justice League equals, Justice League victorious. It doesn't matter, And that's just what it seemed like to me. It was just like I can't say a bad Star Trek. It just seemed like a fan Star Trek script. It seemed like a Justice League fan script. And it just seemed like, I got enough, Joss Whedon for me is one of those guys, like Kevin Smith, that everybody acts like it's the second coming of Christ whenever he writes a comic or something. And, they're not bad, but they aren't that great either. There's Jeff Johns, Alan Moore, Dave Gibbons, guys like that can write them under the table. But anyway, going back to the movie, it wasn't that bad, and I enjoyed it, and there was a few times I clapped. I'm not going to give it away, all the stuff in case you haven't seen it, but it was definitely different, and I hope to God that Warner Brothers right now is saying, well, if the Avengers can do it, we need a Justice League movie maybe, where we have all the characters in it. Chuck face, But anyway, that's the thing. Hopefully that they've got it together and said, if these guys can do it, maybe we can do it too. Which is what people want to see.
So they're going to have to make an Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Who else?
No, they don't have to go through all that. They can show most people. I mean, how many people know where Aquaman's origin, or Wonder Woman's origin, or Green Lantern? We all know Green Lantern's origin now.
Yeah, that was
Flash, Superman, Batman. I don't want to sit through it. I want to see them all together and going against something, and hopefully not Darkseid.
I can see that.
Yeah, I just don't want to see that myself. I don't know.
I'd like to see the Flash movie now I think about it. I'd love to see how that would come out.
Yeah, I mean, Flash TV series was great. Most people don't even remember that, but it was a great, a great show.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, back to the Avengers. Like I said, it's not the move, it's not it wasn't what I expected, and that's why I liked it a little bit better. That's why I like Thor so much and Iron Man, because they weren't what I expected. The Hulk, on the other hand, those movies were not so great. And, the Hulk in this movie was actually decent, and I thought it, I was figuring on a lot of CGI. There's a few times in the movie where I thought it was really kind of cool that they actually used what seemed to be models and didn't do the standard 360 pan or 180 pan around something. They actually showed the rocket from its point of view. I thought that was interesting. But like I said, people are probably out there saying, well, why are you talking about a Star Trek fan script? Well, the Chitauri, or whatever they're called, reminded me a lot of the Borg, or the Living Dead Borg, whatever you want to call it. And not only was it, have I seen it before where they take a bomb up and destroy a wormhole or something, but gee, wasn't that in the last Star Trek movie? I mean, wasn't that in that where they blew up the antimatter reactor?
Sorry,
They close up the black hole?
I can't remember very much of
Well,
that
anyway, it's the same thing, you know. Like I said, you know, I still enjoyed it, but, you know, I still look at it like, okay, I've seen this all before. But anyway, okay, so what we got next?
Well, I have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Well, there's a game that's coming out called Assassin's Creed 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? I've heard about it for quite a while now. And at first there were just rumors, but now there's already trailers of the gameplay and things like that. Well, this one's going to take place in the Revolution.
Which revolution?
American.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it's pretty much going to be kind of like what they're going to do is see it's basically all the Assassin's Creed since the second one has basically just been an extension of it. So like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, that's what it was meant to be. So basically Assassin's Creed 3 is basically going to be like a whole new part that's never been done before. Now this one is being a little controversial in other countries.
Why is that?
Mostly in Britain. A lot of people are going because people are kind of a little, because he's supposed to be American, and in the first trailer he was kind of talking about how he's gonna be like the Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some people in Great Britain are kind of thinking it's a little offensive.
Really?
A tiny bit.
Well, that's kind of like, you know, Superman. You can't really say truth, justice in the American way anymore because other countries don't really like how we did what? This? All right. What was it? Can you show her?
Is this?
No, it's this.
Oh, it's that.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people they're starting to get a little controversial about how the guys, because I think his name's going to be Connor. I can't remember very well about it, but I think his name's going to be Connor. And what I saw in the trailer is some people are going. That's one thing they're also complaining about. See, in Assassin's Creed game, they used to have blades where they would just like pop out. There was a little glove that like a little bit of a gauntlet they would wear, and a spike would pop out, and they could like stab people with it.
Really?
Yeah, well, in the game, in the trailer at least, it showed him just like pull it out with his hand, which is kind of, people think it's a little, well, it's not like in the original Assassin's Creed where you just went like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we know. Okay, well.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, I think we should end it
We need
off.
cue cards or something because I don't know. But
Well,
anyway.
Everything's cheap.
Oh, cheap ain't the word for it. I think we're just like pennies on the dollar anyway. Is that all? Is anything else?
Well, do you have any more questions?
No, I got to tell the best book that you've
Alright.
never read.
Forgot about. I'll
Yeah.
forget that.
The best book you've never read, Journey into Mystery 103. First appearance of the Executioner, the Enchantress. Great Thor story. I mean, it really is. Chick Stone was the inker, and Jack Kirby was the penciler. And of course Stan Lee was the writer on it. Very good book. Marvel, here it is, right here in a nutshell. This is what made you guys great. You know, stop going to the mouse. Stop going to the mouse and look back at your past. And, you know,
Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog 12月15日 on sale.